Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have part 3 of the 8th anniversary. Actually seems very good to me. We'll sort of see, once. I think this does matter, right? I think preferably this would be the hardest stage in the game, this stage 7 here, against Omega Shenron. Apparently this is 3 phases long. This is pretty relevant, but I think these two definitely push the 8th anniversary over the top in terms of how good it is. Amatsu is cool in my book. I don't give a damn what anyone says, because he said, oh, EZA LR Gohan, Tech LR Vegito Blue, STR Gogeta Blue, what if we just make him top 5? And it's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm cool with that. So we do have quite a bit here that we can go ahead and go through. So we have an EZA area. So I guess this is a little odd, for sure. There really is only 2 free-to-play characters this year. Now, I don't know. It's definitely a little weird. The free-to-play characters last year was the biggest L with the 7th anniversary, and it seems like this year they were just like, oh, okay, we'll just like not even really make that many. Just the LR Bobbity and the Hercule. I just don't know if that's the craziest. Do we have translations here? Okay. So he gets a high chance to seal on 12 key. That's not the biggest deal. High chance to stun on his 18 key. Also not the biggest deal. Stats go up a little bit. He is now extreme class allies 30%, which is nice. High chance to dodge. 2 key if there's a super class enemy. Extreme class allies get 10% chance to crit. No, they didn't really. I mean, high chance to dodge with 30% support. I mean, I'm not like that's not bad, but About Majin Vegeta, 150% defense, 80% defense goes up to 100. He gets an extra 10% damage reduction. He also now recovers 10% HP. He's definitely better. The extra damage reduction will help. I don't know if it's quite enough. The thing is that the Goku and Vegeta are so good because they can't be hurt, right? Like, it's just such a tool, like a utility you have. This doesn't look super crazy to me. It's like, I feel like Vegeta's like interesting. Certainly this Vegeta is going to terrorize the entire game outside of Red Zone and Cell Max and the Shadow Dragon event. Yeah, but not really too. I mean, this unit is better than the Goten, Trunks, and Gohan last year, but I mean, is that like some crazy? Oh my god, they've set a new bar. It's like, no, the free-to-play characters sucked last year. They were a complete ass. All right, now this loser. I hate this character. All right, let's see. So he goes up to 100% defense on 18 key, or his normal super. That's good. And a high chance of 100% attack, too. Okay. Okay, we like that. His defense goes up to 200%. Now it's a high chance to debuff enemies. Okay. 150% attack on super. 2 key plus 30% attack and defense. Seals attacked enemies super attack. Yeah, but if there's a world, who cares? World tournament. Okay, man. High chance launching additional super if the enemy's in attack down or defensive down. Perform a crit if the enemy is sealed. Okay. High chance of reviving. They didn't buff that, dude. That is not buffed. They gave him 20% more HP, but that is not buffed. He sucks. Okay, cool. Cool. Free-to-play characters are still ass this year. Nice. Nice. That's an L for sure, but, that's an L. I guess this is where the cooler Worldwide Download Celebration, I think, probably does it the best. Their free-to-play characters were better than this. That tech-based cooler, pretty good. Some of those metal cooler type units, decent for what they are. You know, I'm gonna tell you all this. I don't like. Are we sure that the the cooler worldwide download celebration is not actually the best celebration in Dokkan history? Like, are we sure that's not actually number one? I don't know. I probably think that is like, if I, as of right now, if I had to rank best celebrations ever, I would probably say cooler worldwide download, 7th anniversary, 8th anniversary, 3 best ever is probably where I'd go at this exact second. We got to see what the EX part looks like before 8th and 7th can be concluded. So we have that. EZA medals for the characters, but again, nothing really impressive. So we got the new fight against Sin. Gonna be there's a new title you get for beating the all the missions. Very interesting. We'll see. Apparently this is 3 phases long. So remember this Shadow Dragon event, for whatever reason, type advantage, you get even extra attack and extra defense. Now, yeah, I know, I'm not an idiot. Like, you hit harder and defend better against type advantage. But in this Shadow Dragon event, it's turned up even more, where you're doing even more damage with type advantage and, tanking even better with type advantage. But this is 3 phases. So if he's 3 different typings, this is going to be tough. Right? Like, remember, Red Zone Omega, the reason he was so difficult on release, this is before all the 200% leader stuff came in, right? Is because his type coverage was nasty. He went int, STR, int. And when he came out, there were like no characters capable of tanking that last phase of Omega. You had actually like 5 to 10 characters in the game that could tank that Omega, right? And he had type coverage with that STR phase. If they do something like this, it could be very tough. We'll see. I do agree that this stage does need to be very difficult. And if he's 3 different typings, it's going to be, right? Because it's like you really need type advantage here, but you can't really do that if it's 3 separate typings. So we'll see, right? So we have Blue Gogeta. He's weak to Pure Saiyan, really. Okay. Weak to Pure Saiyan. And Blue Vegito is weak to Realm of Gods. Oh my god, these are very, very easy A's here. Vegito Blue and Gogeta Blue, these are 2 of the strongest characters in the game. I vaguely put them in the top 5. I want to let them release and we'll see. By the way, they don't come out for several days here. Hello! We have quite a few days until these boys are actually dropping, which is a little bit unfortunate here. But yeah, they are like top 5 level. I think that the first turn where they transform and you have guaranteed dodging is a ludicrous ability. It is just so good. It's such a strong ability. Their damage is going to be crazy. We saw in the data download that Vegito, he has that 30% chance to additional super. It is not a start of turn additional super. It can proc on every attack he does. And he has like all these built-in additionals. Vegito's crazy. Gogeta with the guaranteed crits at 24 key goes crazy. I mean, these are 2 of the best units in the game. It's just that simple. They're crazy, ridiculous, OP, all that. All right, so we have the 2 of them. We have a chain battle against Vegeta and Nappa. Let me pull up the chart from Misaka that she always makes, which can show us the characters that we want to use. I believe the categories are Power of Wishes, Wicked Bloodline, and I'd have to look up the last one. I know it's Power of Wishes and Wicked Bloodline. So these are the characters we want to use for Chain Battle here. We want to be using the Kaioken Gokus, and we want to use First Form Friezas and Golden Friezas. So this really doesn't seem like that bad of a chain battle. Remember, it's very easy to tell, is a chain battle gonna suck ass and not fun? Is if it wants you. So like the Carnival Goku is in here, but it's like the Kaioken Gokus are above him, right? So like this is not like people have Tech Kaioken Goku and stuff like that. And then over here, like look at this, like in S tier, this is a free to play unit, and then so is this. And then here's another free-to-play unit, and another free-to-play unit, and another free-to-play unit. And these are Golden Freezes that have been out for 6 years. So, like, this, I think, is a good chain battle, where people will very easily be able to get a lot of scores. For some reason, it doesn't show me the categories here, like, when I checked. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me not do this. So it's Power of Wishes, Wicked Bloodline, and Warriors Raised on Earth. Earthbred Fighters are the 3 categories. Yeah, Power of Wishes right here. This is Earthbred Fighters, and this is Wicked Bloodline are the 3 categories. Okay, cool. Okay. So we got the chain battle. Now, this is something I see no one really acknowledge this, but burst mode has been pretty fun. And I think that this burst mode right here specifically would actually be pretty cool. So there's going to be 2 burst modes actually active. One against Vegito Blue's Dokkan event, and then one against Gogeta Blue's Dokkan event as well. So it's like so we've had 3 burst modes during the anniversary, which I think is actually a pretty big W right here. Burst mode is fun, because oftentimes, whereas a lot of these like red zone difficult fights and stuff like that right now, these fights don't go on that long. You could change the sliders, like the full power of EZA, Vegito Blue, and Gogeta Blue, we'll be able to see in burst mode. Right, Vegito can do his active skill and then super attack 6 times. We can do that in these burst modes. Like it's gonna be fun. We'll see how tough it's gonna be. I imagine these might be tough. Oh my god! So wait, Super Vegito's team, STR Super Vegito? We're saying STR Super Vegito? Is that what that's gonna be? No, it's got to be the 3rd year anniversary ones, right? That's probably what those are. I was gonna say, bro, STR Vegito, so ST. Oh my god! All right, so we got that. 8th anniversary loading screens. Let's see. Oob hasn't really had a part in the anniversary. The screen does look good. Okay, we got the Carnival Goku right there. Sure. Okay. Sure. That's pretty good. With the Shadow Dragons. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess, yeah, this is a support. This is kind of a weird loading screen here. I guess, I mean, it's from the support memory. Sure, but okay. And then this one is, okay. One huge mistake I think that these celebrations do, I guess they do it as, because, okay, so take a look at these loading screens. I think that these should be here with, like, part 1. But I suppose it's like, if on January 29th, if this was a loading screen, we'd look at this and go, huh? What is this? Right? Like, for sure. But, am I not wrong in that? Or they could make a couple and then add more as every day to download, right? Like, please make this from part 1. Like, these are so cool. Oh, they say thank you for playing too. I like that. These are so cool. I hate that this is only the end of this. They got to do this from the start of the celebration. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just making stuff up here, but I feel like this makes the game more fun. When you load in and you're not seeing the tip page about LRs for the 50th millionth time, but you're seeing this, right? Or we're seeing this. That's what. And again, they could add more, so this one and this one, these would have been reveals of stuff. Like if these came in part 1, because these are both essentially part 2 things. They could have added these with part 2 with those data downloads. I really think that's what they should do next year. Is these have got to be from the start of the anniversary, and then you could add more, because you could have had these 3, basically all the loading screens except for the Goku and Piccolo, and then the Carnival LR Goku. Like those 2, you could have put in later, but the rest could have been there since part 1. Pretty good. Okay, so we have that. Let's go ahead and take a look if there's anything else. Transformations did not change. That was expected. Turn 4 is completely fine. I have no issue whatsoever at all with that. Again, we saw the weakness Pure Saiyan and Realm of Gods. These guys are going to be super easy to do. We have the EZAs for those 2. We have a couple of new OSTs as well. We now have all the tickets here, which is cool. Missions. Here's the loading screens. Oh, here's the support memory. So this is, I don't know why they did this. You could definitely say this is an 8th anniversary L, I suppose. But this is a Shadow Dragon Saga buffing memory. Do you guys know how many good Shadow Dragon Saga units we got during the celebration? one. We got one. I mean, to be fair, they are the literal best unit in the game, I would say. But yeah, a little bit of an odd choice. Why not? I don't know. Power of Wishes or Final Trump card? That doesn't make a ton of sense. If the next Dokkan Fest is like Omega at the start of March, sure, I guess, but I don't know. That's definitely an odd choice. All right, so we got some missions here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Looks like there's more missions added to some of the difficult content, which is good. I'm sure people will still pretend that it doesn't exist, though. All right, so this is the burst mode. So Heavenly Events and Fusion are for the Vegito one. Heavenly Events, okay. Score of 6,000 is what they want us to hit. Okay, gotcha. And then right here, GT bosses and Patara. This is the Gogeta burst mode. And we also have to get a score of 6,000. Again, so far these burst modes have been fun. The first burst mode was not fun, I think. The nuking one. Every other burst mode has been actually enjoyable to me. And it's set up to where this is content that they could drop every celebration. Because as much as people want to say, oh my god, they make $1 billion, their budgetary constraints shouldn't be an issue and blah, 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 blah. It is, unfortunately. It is. They are issues. So it's like, this, I think, is content that they can sort of, I don't want to be too, recycle, but it could be, fun recycling. Again, I want to try and take, a realistic look at this. And it's they could just, Bandai, it's the issue here would be Bandai. Bandai can, put a bajillion zillion dollars in the game, but guess what? They don't. They don't, right? They don't with Legends. They don't with any games. It is what it is, man. There is a budget and they do have limited time to do stuff, right? These devs here. So that's why I do think creating burst mode was very good for them, because this is something that, with limited after they create the model, what it's going to be, I don't imagine they have to put too much time into just assembling one of these for some event that already exists, right? Which is good. So this is our third. We're gonna have 2 burst modes. These are, again, this is gonna be pretty good. Okay, so then these are just the normal missions, right? Clear stages, Shadow Dragon Saga category, Boo Saga category, EZA the characters, rainbow them, beat bosses fast, use support items, stuff like that. Okay. Beat the 2 EZAs. Everyone's gonna do that. Those are, I am sure, moving forward, the 8th anniversary will be remembered for the blue fusions. Now, the thing is, I don't imagine there's outside of the Beast Gohan everyone wants, the blue fusions, whether anyone wants to admit it or not, they would overshadow literally anything Dokkan could do. The only thing I think that they would not overshadow is a real Beast Gohan card. That's the only thing, right? Or they introduce Moro into the game just because that's oh my god, right? But that's it. Like these two, and especially if they made them good. Nothing is gonna overshadow these two. So, the 8th anniversary moving forward will be remembered for these. People, even 8th anniversary haters would say, in 6 months would be, I hated the 8th anniversary, but they dropped those boys Vegito and Gogeta, right? That's how people are gonna talk about the 8th anniversary. So we have this. Okay, so this is a Shadow Dragon event. So we have to beat Omega. And then there's a mission for, I saw that here. It's clear stage 7 with 6 Power of Wishes category characters. That potentially could be tough. We'll see. We'll see what this fight. I'm going to assume this is the toughest fight in the game, but we'll see. We will see, right? Certainly, if it's not, that is unfortunate. And then all of the missions right there. Okay. I believe you have to do all the missions to get the title. I think. All right, so we have new missions added to this event. Okay, this is one, people haven't talked about this at all. This is difficult content that exists. Well, I don't know, but wait, do we call this difficult content? It's a challenge event. but I don't know if I would say it's really tough. This was, if you guys remember, this dropped and everyone screams, "Oh my god, pay to win. You guys didn't complain enough about the pay to win event," and now they did it again. Although the 2-year-old GT Goku could do this. So it's like, oh, not pay to win, guys. Sorry, tough. But there's missions to this, huh? Terrifying Conqueror characters? Interesting. Right, it's just clear stage 1. Just beat it. Okay. But not like... this is easy because Kid Buu, that's the Kid Buu stage. Kid Buu eventually just dies, right? Like, you have to kill him like 5 times, but he does eventually die. So you don't have to... Oh, and then clear stage 1 within 4 turns. Anyone could do this. AJ LR Gohan just does it. So that's easy. Okay, so that's not tough either. So this is beat Omega with Power of Revival. Very easy. And again, Omega is simple because you just have to hit him with a 10 million attack and you beat him. And then beat him within 5 turns. These are child's play. Because it's like, what was tough about these was when you had to specifically nuke them with the big attack, which GT Goku could do, AJ LR Gohan could do, and the 8th anniversary Spirit Bombs could do. And now Blue Kaioken Goku Spirit Bomb could do it. He could do it too, by the way. He could definitely do this also. But these like are just winning, which I don't think is going to be very tough at all. Okay. Omega does hit really hard, but if you can use Power of Revival characters, you're going to be fine. A-okay. And then EZA, Buu and Hercule, and that's it. Okay. Yeah. Part 3 looks pretty good here. Let me just take a quick look right now at part 3 of the 7th anniversary. Let me see if like there's something like super missing. This is where the 8th anniversary is going to have tough, because people have been complaining the whole anniversary, no red zone, but for the most part, we've had content that matched it. This is where we wouldn't, because part 3 introduced Bojack, Janemba, Broly, all 3 very fun and challenging fights. And then Super 17, the Shadow Dragons, and Omega. Again, fun and challenging. So 6 fun fights for the 7th anniversary. And we don't, like, we've got, the burst modes are cool. The only thing with burst mode is that it's not forever. It's just, for going to be for like 2 weeks or something like that. I suppose that is an issue, whereas those red zone stages were permanent, right? So let's see what the part 3 of 7th anniversary was. We had one of these co-op campaigns, doesn't really matter. EZA area, okay. The 2 Dokkan Fest are EZA, so this is the same so far. Chain Battle, the same. Again, we had 6 red zone stages here, whereas we essentially just have the 1 Omega Shenron fight. So that fight needs to be very good. I guess, you could point this does matter too. You get the tickets, right? People were pulling like LR Super 17 and LR Janemba good characters from these, so that does matter. New missions here, okay, yeah, that's the 8th anniversary doesn't really match that. I guess we do have the missions for the Spirit Bomb event. I mean, again, there's more in the 8th anniversary, but now I think that this is a really valid argument where you could say this is better though, because this was 6 really fun stages. It's like people were crying in part 1, but it's like, dude, are you missing the Legic stage or Lord Lude? Like, be serious. But now it's like, yeah, like Bojack is still a good fight now, right? Like, same with like Omega and Broly. So that for sure. I agree with people, right? Like, this is 6 good stages, whereas here we have 1. And I guess we could have 1. Maybe there's a chance that this Omega fight sucks. It could suck, right? Like, who knows? Maybe it's not even that crazy. So let me know what you guys think of the 8th anniversary so far. Pretty good. I think right now I feel that it's about on par with the 7th anniversary. Maybe you could say 7th anniversary is a little bit better, 8th anniversary is a little bit better. But keep in mind that the 7th anniversary at this point is still not done. LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta EZA. So the 8th anniversary certainly does need an EX part with something. We'll see. There is still, to my knowledge, missing tickets right next to the 8th anniversary tickets. I don't expect a red zone to drop for the EX part. I don't think so. I think if a red zone was going to drop, it would have been right here. but you know, we'll see. Never say never, I guess. So let me know what you guys think of 8th anniversary. Blue fusions for sure are the big prize here, but I mean, they're the big prize of the anniversary itself. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Love y'all, and I'll catch you guys next time.